and welcome to another Raceroom video. This time we're in the mighty NSU for a couple of ranked races around Brands Indy. This first race was a bit chaotic. We qualified on pole position as the mighty roar of the engine goes, and a very anticlimactic start there as gear off the grid, then up into second, and the guy in second place gets a much better launch than me. And off he goes up the inside into the lead of the race, so a bit of catching up to do then as we look up the inside. We're not going to make a move, we're just trying to kind of scare him and rattle him a little bit, but he keeps a cool head for now as we come into I think this Graham Hill bend, one of my all-time racing heroes, Graham Hill. But anyway, we get a good launch out of there. We kind of stick his nose in, but that door's always going to get slammed shut on us, so we just kind of back out a little bit. We try a bit of a switchback move, but we don't really go deep enough into the corner there, and I mess it up a little bit. We get a decent-ish launch. In the slipstream now, which is really powerful in these cars, but we're going to skip forward as we didn't really do much of anything there. Again, we get a good launch round Graham Hill bend. Just back out of it a little bit there, lose a bit of speed. Now we have a yellow flag, and just watch out as we come over the hill here. There's a car off there, and I'm not sure what he was thinking there, or if that was just an intentional wreck. But quite annoying. That backs us up into this car, or these two cars behind. He sends it up the inside. And we have a lot of damage on the front left now, so the car's really suffering. That front left is absolutely dead, as we still get a good launch. We go side by side then. I've got, I'd say, just more than a nose in front I have now, but he's just gonna put us in the wall. So a bit of a dirty race so far in the NSUs, so not exactly ideal. Now this is gonna get us loses momentum and get us even further back. This orange car behind now in a slipstream, he's going to have a look. I try and make him go out wide, see if we can break a bit deeper into the corner, or he's going to try and sail it all the way around the outside, which he does. And now we're just going to try not to nudge him. I think we give him a bit of a tap, but nothing catastrophic, because we're going to have a look up the inside, but the car just not wanting to turn with that suspension damage. But once again, nearly nudging him through the corner there as we come through Graham Hill bend once again. And yeah, not as good of a launch out of it this time. Again, carrying the damage is really kind of hampering us here. But we've got a bit of a run on him here. He goes out really wide, so we're just going to send it straight up the inside, side by side then. And yeah, we'll get the move done once again. So we re-overtake him there, and hopefully we can hold on and at least secure a podium, rescue a podium from this race. I don't know what the guy at the start was thinking, or if he was just intentionally wrecking people. He got disqualified either way, but it's still a bit frustrating. But we're going to go defensive then, see if we can just hold him off. And he actually goes way too wide there, and we can now chase after the guy ahead. But with the damage it was quite difficult. We had another yellow flag, and that were actually the leader who went off. So we got a free position there, and we managed to yeah, just finish the race in P2. So a good one there for, well, not very a good one really, but a good recovery drive, I'd say. Finishing in P2, and over the line we go there. So yeah, we're going to go into this next race again, qualifying on pole position. Hopefully this time we can yeah, we can do a little bit better than we did last time. As the lights go out once again, and we get a bit of a better launch this time, and should be able to get through T1 no problem. The guy in P2 just has a little poke of his nose, but he backs out of it. And hopefully we can just cruise away into the victory here. However, it's not that plain sailing. For some reason, my race pace was nowhere near my qualifying pace. It was about half a second slower in the actual race compared to qualifying. And you'll see as we skip forward a little bit into the race, we've actually got this Golf car now in a slipstream. There's really not much you can do when you've got a car behind. The slipstream is so powerful in these cars. Now he's going to look to the outside. We're going to try and just hang him out there and get the power down. And we managed to defend for now, so we're going to go to the inside for this corner to try and defend. Just try and just park it on the apex there. It gives us a little nudge, so nothing bad there. It's all fair as we come around this corner once again. We hold on just for now as we keep it going then. Round the last couple of bends. Only like 5 corners at Brands Indy. Even in these cars you're doing sub 1 minute lap times. And we just got a little bit wide there, but the guy behind in the mirror makes a mistake and he goes off. But again, as race pace were just letting us down, a few laps later, we still have a nice gap to the guy behind, but you can see we're approaching a back marker here. Now, back markers in ranked racing can always make things a little bit interesting. As we see here, we're going to try and get up the inside. I am a little bit cautious because you never know what these guys are going to do. Like here, he goes way too late on the brakes, off wide, and then just turns in across the front of me, and we end up punting him off. Which we're not sure why he did that. We're a bit silly, but it's held us up, stopped all his momentum. And yeah, the orange car goes through, so I'm going to try a bit of a switchback move here, see if we can get him back on the exit, right on his tail then, in his slipstream, in that toe. And we're going to see if we can make a move back on him into T1. We're going to try and look up the inside then as he brakes really early into the corner. And we're just going to hold it on the apex. He gets a bit of a run on me, so we're going to come to the middle of the track. He's going to look right on the extreme inside, but he doesn't go for the move. I didn't think he would. It would be a bit of a kamikaze dive bomb to try and move there. But yeah, we hold on. He's still there though, as we come round the last corner on the last lap. We just about hold on and secure ourselves a nice win, which is always good. So yeah, this racing in these cars on this track, it certainly makes things quite interesting. A lot of chaos, a lot of carnage. Coming into this last race, and this was a belter, was this one. We qualified P4. My qualifying pace dropped off a little bit. But yeah, so we're going to start P4, see if we can have a battle with these guys in front. Can we secure another win? As I'm very slow to react to the lights. I have noticed my reaction time isn't quite up to scratch, but it's better than this guy in P3, as we look to go up the inside, take the apex nicely there, and we're up into the podium then. So a decent start for us. Now we'll just have to chase these guys in front. Now the thing is, when you're in this position, it's very kind of cat and mouse, because you want to attack the guy in front, but if he defends and kind of kills the momentum, as I go a little bit wide there and kill my own momentum. But yeah, if the guy in front of you defends, it can create an opportunity for the guy behind. So I go quite defensive in the first time round. As you can see, the yellow car getting quite close, but we get a decent enough exit just to hold him up. We're going to try and tuck in the slipstream of these two guys in front, and I'm kind of just thinking at this point we just chill out, let them battle, and let an opportunity come to us. But you just got to be cautious of the gaps. That yellow car behind is quick and is always catching. But as you can see, we get a decent launch there. We look up the inside, but the door just shuts on us, so very careful not to make contact there. And this is what I mean, that attempted attack, which was a little bit stupid on my part, to be fair, because that was also stupid, cutting the curb a bit too much. But yeah, That attempted attack, it didn't work out, and it put us quite close to the car behind. Now this time we're going to try again defend from the guy behind. I was thinking about trying to switch back, but I just didn't want to leave the door open for this yellow guy behind. So we're still in a little bit of a train here. We're going to skip forward a bit into the race. Still in P3, coming round Graham Hill Bend once again. My favourite corner. I seem to be really strong around that corner. And are these guys going to go side by side? Oh, he just gets squeezed in as the blue and yellow car there, and this time we've got to try something, but we lock the rears and the car goes round. So a big mistake from me there. A bit of a stupid mistake as well. As there's another car off as well there. I think that's the blue and yellow car we were actually trying to get past. So we did in the end overtake the blue and yellow car, but we're right down the order now. So we're going to have to attack this orange or red car, whatever colour it is, as we come around T1, then try and recompose ourselves, get back on the attack, and try and set some decent consistent laps. But we're already quite close to him. Again, I'm not actually going for a move, I'm just trying to spook him out a little bit. So we're right back on his tail again then. And look at that ahead, those three cars ahead of us two having a titanic scrap. And so we're right up this guy's bumper now. We're going to have a look to the inside, but we don't really have the momentum to carry it through in the corner, especially after the first race. I'm very cautious there. We're going to try this switchback move, see if we can get this to work. And we do get the momentum out of the corner, but it's like the slowest switchback you've ever seen. It's like a switchback in slow motion. As we keep going on then, we're side by side. We come into T1. Can we finish the move off? Is quite late on the brakes, still side by side. A bit of door rubbing there maybe. But we're still ahead. And we're going to go defensive then into this next corner. He has tries a switch back there himself, but we managed to hold on to the position. So it didn't take me too long before we caught up to these next three cars in front of us. And yeah, we're in like the last, I think, 5 minutes of the race now. So we've really got to get past these guys. It's just all out attack now on these guys, as these two are going side by side. And we're going to come out of this corner then, see if we can get into the slipstream. I think the car there just going into the gravel, so he's going to lose some momentum, the orange car is. As these guys are side by side, we have a choice of which slipstream we want to go for. I'm hoping this guy can kind of pull me forward a little bit onto the inside of the orange car. It doesn't quite work, but they kind of slow each other down on the exit there. The gap opens up in the middle. We're going to go 3 wide into this corner, try and squeeze the blue car in, see if we can get the exit, but he just about holds on there. So fair play to him, as we're going to come once again around Graham Hill Bend, and once again we're getting an amazing launch off that corner. He's going to go to the inside defensive this time, and we're just going to back out of that actually, and wait for this last corner, go for that switchback move again, as the car behind having a look at us. But yeah, we'll get another decent run out of the last corner there, side by side once again on the straight. We're going to cruise past him, picking up a little bit of a tow from the car in front, so that's going to kind of help pull us up a little bit as we come then into T1, try and just hold him round the outside, hit the apex nicely, but he gets the run out of the corner, back up the inside for this next corner, and we're going to try and once again squeeze him in. He's a bit late on the brakes, which gives us a bit of a bump, and that's going to invite this other car. See, we were battling so much that the car behind has caught back up, as he just turns right across the front of me. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but he just hampers his own progress there and his own momentum. And we go side by side then, this time keeping my foot down, squeeze him out a little bit. I were a little bit red misty after seeing that. We go a little bit deep into that corner, but these two guys are battling, and I think the blue and yellow car actually goes off once again, but we get ahead of this blue car, flashing his lights at us in the mirrors. But yeah, it was a bit getting a little bit frosty there between between us two. So just these next couple of cars to get them, and not many laps left to do it. As we're in the final, I think, 3 laps of the race, and we're right on the back of this orange car. So we're going to go out wide, see if we can get a nice switchback move. Beautiful. And so we'll go side by side then into the next turn, and we're going to go quite late on the brakes then. Just hold the inside nicely, roll the car through on the power, and we get ahead of him, and close enough to this yellow car. We've just got to attack now. It's pretty much all or nothing, but we mess that corner up and don't get the run we normally get. So we're just going to hold on for now and just keep up behind this car. And it's quite early on the brakes there, it kind of flusters me a little bit, so we actually go defensive there, and I didn't want the car behind sending it up the inside of us. But he's got the slipstream and a bit of a run on us, so he might be going for another move. So attack turns into defence once again, as we try and sail it on the inside, but he goes all the way around the outside of us. That's a brilliant overtaking move by him, as they now both go to the inside. We're going to try see if we can get a switchback move round here, but it just doesn't really work out for us. Just not enough power really to get that move to work. So the yellow car now in front, the orange car in front of the yellow car, but the yellow car now retakes the position out of Graham Hill Bend, and we're going to just kind of follow him through a little bit, as we just have to lift off a little bit so we don't nudge him. And again, I'm going to try this switchback move, but it just parks it right on the apex. He's really slow around that last corner, which is frustrating, but he is defending it well. As we're going to tuck into his slipstream now, but the car behind has still got slipstream off us, as I think we're going to come on to the last lap of the race now, and we're all still scrapping. I'm going to try this move again, but he's so slow on the apex, and I bump into the back of him, and I think the car behind bumps into the back of me. He's on the extreme inside. I don't think he's going to go for it, but he does, and just barges us out of the way, getting really sort of argy-bargy. And yeah, we're going to try and retake this position if we can. Round Graham Hill once again. We get the perfect corner there, the perfect exit, and once again we're on his inside. It's like deja vu from the last lap, and we're going to just hold on to that position. There's a car in front of us again, really tight and really slow on the apex, just no way to go. So we keep it tight. I don't want the orange car behind re-overtaking us, but we just don't have the momentum to get the yellow car. But what a scrap that was. That were an awesome bit of racing. And there we go, P5 in the end. But thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you know which buttons to click. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.